Methods of electron emission. So what is mean by electron emission? The phenomenon of emission of electrons from the metal surface is called electron emission. That means by removing an electrons from the metal surface permanently is called electron emission. So we have four methods to do this. The first method is thermosonic emission. Thermosonic emission. Thermosonic emission means, so thermo means the temperature. So if you take a metal, every metal is made up of an atoms, we all know that, and around the nucleus of an atom electrons move, and at the room temperature they move randomly from one atom to another atom. Now by providing an external heat in all directions, what happens? The temperature of the metal rises, which is nothing but the kinetic energy of an electrons also increases. So the temperature is indicating the kinetic energy of the given molecules of a metal. So what happens whenever we are providing a heat externally, the temperature of the metal increases, which is indicating the kinetic energy of the molecules are also increasing. That means the kinetic energy of an electron is also increasing. So when we are keep on providing the heat at a certain instant, the kinetic energy of the electrons will acquire an amount of energy which is equivalent to work function of the given metal. So once the kinetic energy of the electrons equivalent to work function of a given metal, so what happens? They will get sufficient energy, therefore they'll come out of the metal surface. So this phenomenon is called electron emission, and by providing the heat and removing an electron from the metal surface is called thermosonic emission. But this method is not that efficient, because the amount of heat that we provide is not completely being utilized to remove the electrons. Some amount of energy will be dissipated to the surroundings. Example, if I provide 100 joules of energy, 100 joules of energy may not be utilized to remove an electrons, maybe 70 to 60 joules of energy only may be utilized. Rest of the energy may be dissipated to the surroundings. So but this is one of the method where we can remove the electrons, but though it is not an efficient method. And we have another method, field emission method. So field emission. So field emission method is nothing but, so if we create a strong electric field, if we have a strong electric field, what happens? The potential at any point will be really huge, because electric field is directly proportional to potential. So if I place any metal in the electric field, all the electrons which are revolving around the nucleus in an atom will be started attracting towards to this positive plate of this electric field. So what happens, since it is very high potential, high electric fields being created, therefore high potentials are being created over there. So the medium which is existed between the plates will be electrified, and the electrons which are on the plates will try to come out, because the medium will start act like a conductor, and because of this external huge electric field, the electrons start comes out. But this method is also not that efficient, and this is not that safe. To remove the electrons from the metal, we need to create a very such huge uh, electric fields, and the electric field ranges varies from 10 power 3 volt per meter to 10 power 8 volt per meter. So which is very high standard values. So to remove an electron, we need to create such a great electric field values. So it is somewhat dangerous, and it is not such a safe thing. And there is another method to remove an electron, that is secondary emission. Secondary emission. Secondary emission is nothing but, if there are fast moving electrons from the electron tubes, example, electrons are moving like with a very high velocity, and if I place the metal in that path, what happens? When fast moving electron strikes a metal surface, they transfer some of their energy to the free electrons. So these electrons are moving with very high velocity, therefore their kinetic energy is very high, and when they hit the metal surface, some of their energy will be given to the electrons which are there on the metal surface. Therefore the amount of energy which is shared by the fast moving electrons are sufficient enough to overcome the work function of the metal. Therefore what happens? These electrons will be knocked out from the metal surface. This method we call it as secondary emission. And there is another method, the fourth method, photoelectric effect. So photo means light. So removing the electrons from the metal surface by using light is called photoelectric effect. So though electrons are revolving around the nucleus, so what happens when sufficient amount of energy of a light falls on the metal surface, which is equivalent to the energy of the light, if it is equivalent to or greater than the work function, then what happens? The amount of energy given by the light will be absorbed by the electrons, and once they have received that energy, within no time they'll come out, because the energy given is equal to work function. So by incidenting the sufficient amount of light energy on the metal surface and removing the electrons from the metal surface is called photoelectric effect. So these are the four methods to remove an electron. Out of this, photoelectric effect is a better method and a best method and more efficient method to remove an electrons.